Hey guys, wanted to bring you another video about the Ray McDonald situation from today, and I wanted to also give a shout out to Money Matt, since he was actually wanted to get my take on this, and also to pretty much keep us accountable, and like what we said, we're going to give you so many videos per week and everything. So going off on the Ray McDonald and what we heard here on the radio and everything we could gather, and what we thought was kind of like, we thought it was more hypocritical, but I understand where they're coming from and want to play a little bit of devil's advocate too. So first, I understand Trent Baalke early on defending Ray McDonald and Alden Smith, saying due process, give them due process. So if you're going to go based on due process and go on information that you were able to gather from the police department of Santa Clara, and so the thing is, there must be new evidence from this allegation that's telling them, well, they're probably going to lose this guy for a while, maybe like a Ray Rice situation, or Adrian Peterson, because there's that new conduct of the NFL. And so since they figure, okay, we could cut ties now, no more distractions from him, that's it. Now, a lot of fans out here in the Bay Area is also bringing up, and we've also thought the same thing, well, are you going to hold Alden Smith accountable the same way? And I don't think they would. I think they're going to give him the most opportunity they possibly can. And for me, if you're going, you can't really have double standards in that sense. I understand where they're coming from. You're in the business of winning football games, and obviously you could find someone to replace a Ray McDonald of a defensive tackle compared to Alden Smith that has that Lawrence Taylor type Hall of Fame written all over the place for him. He is going to be a type of player you're going to try to deal with as much as you possibly can. So that's one thing. If that's Trent Baalke and Jet York's mentality, I'm okay with that. But you got to choose a direction. The problem with this is also you're kind of being hypocritical in that sense on why, if you're going to be okay with Alden Smith, then I think you're going to have to treat Jim Harbaugh the same thing. He brings results. Alden Smith brings results. You gotta look, it's a results oriented business. So that's something that's kind of irking a lot of people the wrong way and rubbing people the wrong way. If you're going to take this type of stance, we'll back you up in that sense if you are choosing one direction in one sense. And if you're going to say, well, we have all this high standards and everything, well, I don't know if you really do, if you're going to keep saying due process, and then when he hasn't even been charged, Ray McDonald hasn't even been charged. That's the problem. If you defended him the first time and he hasn't been charged, same thing with this one. So the only thing we can think of is they must have got enough or a lot of information saying, he's going to be in really deep trouble, to let him go 2 years early. It's going to be debt money for $8.1 million, I believe, for the 2 years. So they're probably thinking it's a big distraction. You don't want this type of player around the team, and it's cancer in that sense. So that's probably their mentality, especially the York family is supposedly cheap and tight. So they're going to be, they pretty much watch their bottom dollar, so they would not want to take debt money on the books. And so there must be a bigger picture or big reason why they figured this is going to be worth more letting him go now compared to trying to fight this and have that. There's also a PR nightmare if they keep him around and they know, oh, well, we knew all this time, especially the whole situation with the Baltimore Ravens. That could backfire, especially. So another thing is the timing. Well, if they were in the playoff hunt right now, would they really release Ray McDonald? I don't really think so. I think they would have probably let it play out and then probably cut him after this season, if they wanted to do it, go towards that direction. But other than that, I don't see them doing this if they were in the playoff hunt or if they were in the playoffs. They would have probably taken care of it at the end of the season. They don't want any distractions or anything like that. So here's my questions to everybody. Do you agree if they were in the playoff hunt, would they still keep him or let him go? Second, obviously life is not fair, and I totally agree. If you're producing, you're going to keep that person, and no matter how tough things might be. If they're not producing, it's easier to let them go. Compare Aldon Smith and Ray McDonald. They're not. One's a sack machine and one's average player, to above average. So would you do you agree that most players have different standards and you're going to treat them differently? Third, if you're going to do that, then shouldn't you have to keep Jim Harbaugh, because he is in the results-oriented business. He has gotten you to 3 NFC championship games, 1 Super Bowl. So that's another thing. If you're going to give Aldon Smith so many chances, shouldn't you give Jim Harbaugh the same treatment too? So if you're going to have that type of a working environment, you got to keep everything close to the same, or else from the outside, players, management, anybody that wants to look at the Niners as any type of job will look at you differently in that sense. So hopefully those 3 questions, you guys can comment that below and see where that goes. Other than that, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos about the 5-part series that why this season fell apart. Thanks.